Hi guys, welcome back. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Welcome to 10 Minute Reviews. I'm Jason, this is Freya.
And I'm Amy.
And we are going to, once again, skip a book. We're not going to talk about a book today. We're not going to talk about an author today. We're going to geek out and do part 2 of the one that we posted not too long ago. We're going to talk about Season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Freya, hello.
Now, Season 1 was a fantastic season. Season 2 just got better.
Freya, chill out.
You would think that with all the Disney movies, especially the Star Wars focused movies,
Are heaping piles of garbage.
Not that. I mean, they're well, the movies suck, but the Star Wars focused TV shows is what I meant to say.
Okay.
You would think that the most popular ones would be the ones that are Jedi focused because that's what people absolutely love. People go nuts for Jedis, lightsabers. We both own lightsabers, really tough lightsabers,
really
actually,
good lightsabers.
like literally combat lightsabers. But and yet, The Mandalorian has continued to be their biggest watched show, even after they released things like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, they released Obi-Wan Kenobi. They released
The Book of Boba Fett.
They released the Book of Boba Fett that doesn't really have too many Jedi in there. It does have a couple that show up from time to time.
But it's not based solely on the money grab that is Jedi.
And yet, The Mandalorian is their most watched show by a pretty wide margin. Even after Obi-Wan came out, and I thought that would be pretty big because it got really well known for the return of Hayden Christensen.
I gotta say, Grogu's probably got a lot to do with it. He's fucking
The characters, absolutely. But just the premise, the show, it has continued to be just an absolutely phenomenal show based off of an unknown character, too. Like, you would think the Book of Boba Fett, because of how popular Boba Fett is, would have just blown up.
Right.
And yet it didn't. It did very well, and we're going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett in another video, but The Mandalorian just continues its run. And they all kind of have their little themes. We'll talk about the other shows when we talk about the other shows, but The Mandalorian, very much a space western. Even in its opening intro music, it's very western sounding, and a lot of the scenes and the setting and all that, it seems very, very, very space age Old West, new Old West, far future Old West, high tech Old West. Seems very old New Westy. And that was
Old New West.
Old New Westy, and that was kind of what he was going for. That's exactly what he was going for, actually, and he succeeded. So with season 1 of The Mandalorian, it kind of ends with Din or Mando managing to escape with the child Grogu, with the child of the Yoda species or species that Yoda is part of, and being told that part of his code is, since this child is a foundling, by his code he has to return it to its people, or otherwise the child would probably just end up being a small green with big ears Mandalorian, because Din is a foundling, the Mandalorian himself, he's a foundling. And it also starts to touch on the fact that Moff Gideon popped up at the end of season 1 with that frickin' Darksaber.
Douchebag.
And that kind of sort of is a bit of a driving force for a few of the characters throughout season 2. Not quite a big part of the plot, more a big part of the supporting characters like Bo-Katan, who is a Mandalorian, but follows a different path of the Mandalorians that Mando does. Doesn't believe in his,
this is the
way she would put it, stupid code and stupid creed and all that. They don't bother with their helmets unless they're in combat. They're allowed to show their face. And this continues the progression and the growth of Mando as well. In season 1, it was mostly his armor that leveled up, per se. He got the Beskar steel, and he just slowly added pieces as he got more of the steel, so his armor got better and better and better. Then he got those whistling sparrow little missile things, so he upgraded his weapons, he upgraded his armor, and you saw a little bit of an evolution of the relationship between Grogu and Mando.
They're very close.
but Mando as a character himself didn't really seem to to change from the beginning to the end. He didn't change a whole lot. Now in season 2, you start to see some growth in there. One, he's trying to find this home for Grogu instead of before he was trying to pawn him off. He was just trying to find a safe spot that he could drop him off at and move on. He's not a bounty hunter in season 2. I assume he had some decent savings because he always manages to pay for things without actually picking up jobs. And the few jobs he does pick up are for friends, so he does them for free because he owes them a favor. And that's the other thing too. Mando seems very distant, very mercenary. In the first season, he's very, very mercenary. And in the second season, while he still kind of acts sort of mercenary, you also very much see and get the sense of when he's helping someone that he looks at as a friend.
Yeah.
Even though he might be more acting like he is doing it because he owes them one, which he certainly does.
Right.
But you can also get the sense that he would be helping them for free anyway.
Right.
So that's the season 2 deals with that and how he's trying to find the Jedi, and it introduces some pretty awesome characters. Bo-Katan, I have to admit I like Cara Thrace better as a character, but Bo-Katan is a pretty awesome character. I can't not see her as as Battlestar Galactica, unfortunately, especially when you put her in armor and spaceships and blasters and such. I see Battlestar Galactica. I don't see Bo-Katan. Cobb Vanth is absolutely awesome. Timothy Oliphant's character, and Boba Fett. Boba Fett actually shows up in The Mandalorian season 2. Kind of, I suppose that would be what they call a backdoor pilot.
Yeah.
And they just I guess they just wanted to gauge the fan reaction to oh, my wife just disappeared. Fan reaction to to Boba Fett.
Right.
And the fan reaction was very, very, very positive.
Well, yeah, because it's Boba Fett.
So it also introduces
Freya, chill.
Ahsoka Tano, which those of you that might be fans of the more extended universe of Star Wars would know who Ahsoka Tano is.
Yes.
Awesome, badass Jedi, played by Rosario Dawson, and I'm pretty sure they're making an Ahsoka Tano TV show as well.
They should.
A spinoff, just like they spun off Boba Fett. And I gotta say, she was an absolutely fantastic character. Season 2 of The Mandalorian actually got better. And as you kind of saw coming in season 1, of course, Mando ends up fighting Moff Gideon and ends up getting the Darksaber because it is a part of Mandalorian lore. You can tell that is leading into season 3. Season 3, I have a funny feeling, is going to deal with the fact that Bo-Katan wants that Darksaber, also owes Mando, and yet he can't give it to her like he tried to do because it must be won through combat. So it's going to be a little quandary there because she wanted, I don't know, combat rock, paper, scissors? Loser gets shot in the head?
Rochambeau?
That would work. That would be combat. So you can tell that this is going to be a big driving force through season 3. The end of season 2, he also manages to find Grogu's people. It was Ahsoka Tano actually that helps him get the name Grogu, but he actually manages to find the Jedi and turn Grogu over to the Jedi in a pretty well-known and absolutely fantastic scene in season 2.
Does Yoda's race have a name?
No.
Okay. Just
It's
curious.
never been named. So I don't want to give away the spoiler for that particular scene that occurs in the final episode of season 2, but it's a pretty awesome, pretty badass scene. You've probably already read about it, even if you haven't seen the show.
I avoid spoilers.
But anyway, you guys definitely need to check out Mandalorian season 2. If you're like us, you put it off way too long,
Well,
and then
nobody wants to
remembered
watch
it.
an episode at a time. That's just
Huh.
annoying.
Well,
I don't.
It didn't come out an episode at a time.
Oh, it all came out at once?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
Nope.
Wheel of Time.
Nope.
Got it.
So,
Never mind.
if you're like us, you put it off way too darn long. You need to go watch it. Trust me, the second you start watching it, you're not going to stop until you watch all of it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to drop a comment to us. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.
Bye.